So there is this idea of apotheosis, and it's prevalent, and so we can go down a little tangent, but even in things like the civil religion of America. And so I don't know if anything like this exists in Australia, but this sort of idolization that happens of the founding fathers.
No.
Okay.
Not in Australia.
Yeah.
It's always been curious to me looking from abroad and seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
Even little things, I've shared this before, it makes my listeners pretty upset, but like I feel very uncomfortable when everyone stands to the flag and puts their hand on their heart and recites this thing. I'm not saying it's wrong. I haven't thought about it enough. I can't do it.
I think it's wrong in a lot of ways, because I think that there's the United States in a lot of ways was set up to create a civil religion, and we deify the founding fathers. And if you go to DC, I mean, you can see it, like the monuments and the temples that exist there. It's sort of out of control. And if you go into the Capitol building, underneath one of the rotundas is this image of George Washington deified. And the image itself is called the apotheosis. And so it's, so we have like the iconography of Christ, in the Pantocrator, where he's holding up like the fingers and he's surrounded by a concourse of angels. The same exact thing exists of George Washington in the rotunda of the state capitol building.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's
people talk about America being an idea as a nation as if it's a good thing. And I am every day more convinced that it's a bad thing that America is an idea before it's a nation, because it means that people treat it as if it's a religion you can just convert to.
Like a creed, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think it's a good thing that it's creedal.
So you think you think that hesitation I have that people make me feel bad for in the comment section isn't ill-placed then?
No, I don't think so at all. I think that America is the ideals that exist around America are religious. Like if you just hear about the way people talk about American politics and America intervention, America being like the shining city on the hill.
Right.
Like even Ronald Reagan was big on that, talking about this place as being something like the new Zion.
The past few days when I've been at that window upstairs, I've thought a bit of the shining city upon a hill. The phrase comes from John Winthrop, who wrote it to describe the America he imagined.
That language makes non-Americans feel very uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But I also moved here and I love a lot about America. And so I guess I've been a little more open to hearing people out when they speak in that very passionate language. But like, if I know, there's a reason why Americans sew Canadian flags on their backpacks when they go throughout Europe. And some of the hatred towards America is completely unjust, right? And a lot of it, I think, probably has to do with what we call in Australia tall poppy syndrome, where you just see a thriving country that's better than yours in many respects, and so you're jealous. But then some of it is this stuff, like where anyway, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Well, so I mean, like the inception and the creation of America. I mean, a lot of it was rooted in Freemasonry. So the American civil religion. It's something definitely worth reading about and looking into. It's this theory that there was a conscious effort made to create something within the civil society of the United States that resembles Christianity, as a way to detract from it and distract from the message of the gospel, and to somehow, I mean, it's kind of like the message of the prosperity gospel, that we're a land blessed and we're a land bountiful. And the reason for that is because we occupy this certain space as being like the new promised land.
Yeah. Hey, thank you so much for watching. Before you go, do us a favor, leave a comment, let us know what you thought of the video, like, and subscribe.